Howdy friends, it's Omnivore Blade Works. I'm Jared. It's September 25th. This is the most beautiful time of year in North Carolina, and it's going to be more beautiful, I guess, from now till the end of October. So this is about the time where you just get lots of stuff done outside. And I have lots of stuff to do outside. I'll show you. So this is the back of the house, which I got to get rid of that heat pump because it's broken. I've got a van and some lumber to deal with. I've got an old fuel tank to turn into a sandblasting booth. I've got the enclosure for the CNC mill that needs to be put back on once I make sure the mill's running. I've got a pile of steel to make into things with forge. I got a pile of lumber that's going to stay there. I've got a pile of apple wood I need to cut up and make into charcoal. I got a Ford 8.8 that needs to be fixed up with disc brakes and installed into something else so that I can have a 6x6 or 4x6 van. I got an old diesel van that needs to get fixed up and sold. Got a four-wheeler that somebody gave me that I need to fix and use for farm purposes. I got some wheels for the van, and then there's more. This is going to be my vertical furnace. I got to make that too. Right here is a big old vacuum cleaner I need to hook up and use in the shop, and hanging on it are a couple of bikes that I'm hoping to turn into a little electric buggy for my daughter. And then there's a bucket of hickory and oak wood to make into charcoal. And here's my woodworking area. I'm working on some bunk beds for my daughter, JoJo, who's with her mom today. And it's going to be the nicest bunk beds I've made so far. I need to get them done because not only is my little girl got to use them when she's older, but I also have a roommate coming who's going to need a place to sleep. The CNC mill supposedly is fixed. So I'm going to be running some sheaths on it, and then I'm going to put the enclosures back on so I can run metal again. And the only thing wrong with it was supposedly, is just this little capacitor, the only thing we changed. And it's a filter capacitor, and that might have been causing all the trouble, which is crazy. But that's what the case is, it seems like. So the first things that get run on the mill are the tomahawks, and then we'll be running these blanks of various swords. We've got the new Kodiak in 3V and 1095. We got the Tiger Dog, Philippine Tiger Dog sword. I can't remember how to say that in Philippines. And then there's a handful of Ganuntings under there as well. We'll be doing some interesting things with the Kodiak, and all these ones that have the lanyard hull, they'll be getting a feature inside so you can use a quick release sling swivel like on your rifles. Got to get this Hobart grill moved somewhere. Got to fix this generator. This is a handguard I'm made for one of my rifle chassis, my only rifle chassis. So I got to mill some M-lock slots into that and paint it for hunting season. I've got a bunch of blades on the back table that are heat treated that need to get worked on. Also need to make these little blanks into fidget spinners and make handles for them too. So that'll be fun to do on the CNC mill as well. I need to clean up my paint booth, clean up everything. This is the grinding room update. I got new paint on the walls. I've got the dust collector inside, and it's going to get a glass door on the, to keep the noise and the dust in. I've got to make another stand for that floor-mounted Wilmot grinder. I'm happy about the stand I made for that Wilmot grinder. It's got good dust collection. It works really well and makes it safer for me. And so I just need to get some Footmaster casters for it so it's mobile. And I need to probably add a couple more things that I forgot about right now. My buffering station will be here, and that generator will not be here. But those two buffers are going to be mounted so they can flip up inside and down. So they'll both use the same dust ports. You just flip one up and turn it upside down to use the other one. Then this rack of belts is going to be gone because they'll be mounted elsewhere. And then in the corner, there's going to be an edge sander, and then a vacuum cleaner probably in that corner. And then I'll be also trying to figure out a better way to do my table router and probably do multiple spindles so I can not have to change bits all the time. Pause. Here in the armory, I have a drawer full of Professor Virginiana knives. This is the female and the little boy's version of the Dr. Virginiana, which is a Tonto point knife, and the sheath has multiple carry modes. There's a mouse clip position, so you can run 2 mouse clips for vest carry, and obviously it has belt going scout carry or canted ice pick draw, and it's all ambidextrous. The blade shape is kind of a pointy Tonto with a false edge, so it's pretty nice. And it has the prehensile hilts, so you can carry it in 3 different modes of grip. There's number 1, there's number 2, and then there's number 3. Then there's the new Handy Opossum with optional grips. There's the old one, and the sheath for the new Handy Opossum, which I made. Luckily, I've made this a lot faster than some of the other sheaths, but it also has 2 different ways to carry a mouse clip, and then scout carry and ice pick draw, a little slightly canted forward. So you can run that on your web gear or on your belt. This is the mini Imamba, and the blade shape will probably stay the same, but I'm thinking maybe a different hidden tang and a different handle style. But it's a nasty little critter, and I wouldn't mind making more of these, especially if I can do them on the milling machine, on the CNC mill. So if you like that concept and you like the size, I could conceivably do a batch of these in 3/16 3V steel. I wish my camera's working well. Got some 3V karambits. Got the prototype Kodiak. That's spoken for. I just can't remember who spoke for it. There's one more karambit available. There's some more tomahawks available. Catharsis, got 2 of those. That's John Carter of Mars style sword that I kind of, that's my invention. And then there's some other old stuff that's hanging on the wall. And then Arthur, your tomahawk is still hanging on the wall too. Anyway, gotta put the back on the phone because it's got the lens broke. I gotta fix that. So that's my next project, is get my phone put back together. It's just running without a back right now. To wrap it up, there's lots of stuff that I gotta do this fall, and also taking care of my kid most days with the help of my parents. So hopefully the kid will grow up fast enough to not be pooping in the floor anymore, and can help out with some of the chores in the shop without getting her fingers cut off. And we'll just keep on trucking. So love to hear some comments or emails, sressentials@gmail.com. Just going to try to keep on plugging along. There's a lot to do. So as you can see, there's a lot to do. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.